And we know, and thank you so much for participating at the National Center for Interpretation's NCI's CITI program, the court interpreter training program that we offer every summer. What can you tell us about that experience and how did that help you, in your career? And what would you tell people who are concerned about being a written year or an oral year? How can the program help people from both areas, regardless of what they need to concentrate on? How would people benefit from the CITI program?
Yeah, when I think about the CITI program, our 3-week program in Tucson, I just really want to talk to you guys from my heart. That for me is world class, really the best program available for court interpreters anywhere. I believed that before I went. I believed it when I was there. And I certainly believe it now that I'm an instructor there. For me, it really made all the difference. I was a pretty good interpreter before I went. I was state certified. I was interested, obviously, in becoming federally certified. I did have a bachelor's degree in Spanish. I spoke good Spanish. I've studied abroad. I went there, and really, it just changed the way that I understood the field of interpreting. It changed the way that I analyzed meaning and that I ultimately rendered my interpretation. It really, I know it sounds sort of corny to say this, but it really broadened my horizons. I met people from all over the United States. I interacted with world-class instructors, the best instructors really that a court interpreter could ever possibly want to have. And it really, really prepared me not only for the federal exam, which I subsequently passed, right, after I took that, but just also for my career as a court interpreter. And I tell people all the time, at some point in your career, if you're a professional court interpreter, even if you're a successful court interpreter, you've already been federally certified or state certified, right, you're pretty comfortable in terms of certification level, you owe it to yourself to go to this program. It's for me, it's just the best place in the world for court interpreters. I go there now as a teacher. I've been there, this will be my 6th year going back this next summer, and it's just something I look forward to every year. It's really the pinnacle of my year, and I really, really believe in the quality of the product, and I really believe in the results that we get. I know it helps people. In terms of oral year versus written year, and certainly at the program what we see is that we always have a spike in attendance when you get to that oral year, right? Because everybody wants to go, they're preparing for the exam. And then written year, sometimes we have a few less students. What I would say is that the program is designed to help individuals pass both the written exam and the oral exam in terms of federal certification. Everything that we do is directly applicable to both exams. In fact, on day one of the big things that we do, we have somewhat of a placement exam. That placement exam very closely mimics the federal exam. There's a written component and an oral component. It sort of takes all day, and you're sort of poked and prodded all day, and you're tested. We see where you are in terms of your written skills and your oral skills, and then we work those next 3 weeks to fill in the gaps, so to speak. So again, everything that we do is directly related and directly geared towards helping you pass both of those exams. And it's not uncommon at all for people to come back during a written year and to email me or to give me a call and say, wow, based on the information you gave me, I was finally able to pass that written exam after all of these years. You get people who go and they've tried it several times and they're very close. They just can't get over that hump. And we're able to identify what the problem is there and give them the information that they need. So my advice to you would be, if you're practicing for the written or for the oral, if you've tried it maybe and you just haven't been able to get over that hump, or if this is your first time and you just don't know what to expect and you need more training, this is absolutely the place for you. I really believe that. I'm not being paid to say this. I'm not endorsing something that I don't believe in. I went there myself. I ultimately passed the exam afterwards. I really, really believe in our product. We've helped countless people along the way, and we would love to have the opportunity to work with you as well.
Sounds great, and we are excited, of course, to welcome you back in the summer here in Tucson, where I hope you've had a great time in Tucson. A lot of people think that the weather is kind of scary, but what can you tell us about your experience in Tucson? What have you learned about Tucson that maybe you didn't know about?
Tucson's a great place. I'm from Kentucky. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. So geographically, it's just very different. Culturally, it's very different. And so I think me being somewhat from the east, the southeast, when you go to a place like Tucson and you're in the desert, it seems very different at first. But what I found is that it's just a wonderful place. It's a college town. A lot of things just revolve around the University of Arizona, and of course the National Center is directly affiliated with the university there. It offers a lot of culture, but yet it's small enough to where you don't worry about a lot of the crime, a lot of the things that big cities might pose in terms of just crime rates and things like that. There's a lot of things to do. Yeah, it is hot. Okay, let's just put that out front. It is hot. During the daytime, it's a little bit hot, right? But you're so busy when you're at the center that I promise you're not going to be outside in the daytime too much. And the neat thing about Tucson during those summer months, it's like things just come to life about the time that nighttime comes, right? So, you don't see people out all day, everybody's busy working, they're inside, and then, about dusk, that's when people come out, they start watering, their plants, they start walking their dogs, they start doing stuff outside, so there's just really rich nightlife in Tucson. Of course, there's the university culture there. It's a great mixture of, American mainstream culture meets Southwestern culture, a lot of Spanish, just a lot of Spanish heritage there. For anybody interested in the Spanish language like I am. A lot of indigenous population, there's a lot of indigenous cultures and languages right around that area, which is something I've always been interested in. I find it's just fascinating. I've been to Tucson now. Again, this will be my 6th time going back, my 6th summer there, right? Spending a month there every summer. And over the years, it's become a place that I just really, really enjoy. And it's beautiful. The mountains and everything, you'll love it. Come see us.
Thank you so much, Joshua, for your time today. We hope to see you soon in Tucson, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, Luis.
Have a good day.
Good.